Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If we haven't met yet, hi, my name is Emily Benson. I'm a retail educator and boutique consultant. I'm author of the best-selling book, The Ultimate Boutique Handbook, and I'm the host of the Boost Your Boutique podcast, which is available for free on iTunes and Stitcher and Spotify. Okay, today we're getting into how to register your boutique business, okay? I'm gonna speak specifically to a United States-based business, so I apologize if you're out of the country, but I specialize in businesses here in the United States, okay? So there's three main things you need to do to register your business. Now, there are gonna be some variations per state. And what I wanna tell you also is that there are gonna be some things that are based on your specific situation. So let's say you're married. Let's say you own property. Let's say you have kids, you have an inheritance. I don't know. You have lots of financial and marital situations. These things may be slightly adjusted, especially number one, which is getting your federal tax identification number, okay? I'm gonna put the link to it below. It's free to get, but when you do that, this is with the federal government, it's really with the IRS, okay? The Internal Revenue Service, federal government level. So it's the first place to start, and they're gonna ask you, how do you want to be registered, right? So we all know, if we've been to business school or not, you can be a sole proprietor, you can be a limited liability corporation or an LLC, or you can be a corporation. There's S Corp and there's C Corp, okay? Here's where it's gonna depend for you. And please don't comment below, Emily, tell me what to do. I don't know your situation, and I am not qualified to give you an answer on how you should be registered, okay? I always do say that the simplest way is to be a sole proprietor. You can always sort of go up from there and file more paperwork from there. But I also want you to talk to either an accountant or a lawyer to figure out what your specific situation is. You want to find someone who knows small business, who understands tax law, okay? If you go to my podcast, I do have a really good accountant that I interview in season 3. He can totally help you with that, okay? And also, it's gonna be so different because it depends on the layers of protection that you get, right? So the more protection, the more you end up paying too. So you have to pay to, file the paperwork to be an LLC or an S Corp, and there's certain things you need to do throughout the year to sort of keep those, like, what I would say, certifications, like, complete, right? Again, I'm not a financial advisor, I'm not a lawyer, but you do need to get your federal tax ID number, okay? And a lot of people have asked me, but Emily, I don't have employees. Okay, here's the thing. You're your first employee. So you need a tax ID number, even though it's called the employee identification number. You're the first employee. Basically, it's telling the government, hey, I'm starting a business, okay? Now, I do want to warn you that there is some timing on this. So I wouldn't actually do that until the last minute, until I absolutely have to start buying clothes, when I'm like really ready to get my business started, because what the government will expect you to do, whether you make money or not, is file taxes for that business, okay, under that tax ID number. If you don't file taxes under that, even if it's for $0, you could get some penalties. So that's why I say just wait until you're totally ready, because there are certain expectations that come once you get that federal tax ID number. Okay, so that's step one. Step two is you're gonna need to go to your state, and you're gonna need to get, depending on the state you're in, it could be called a sales tax and use license. It could be called a sales tax registration. So the two places to look for this are either your Department of Revenue in the state you live in, or the Secretary of State, okay? So look up, basically all you're doing is you're saying now to the state, hey, I have a business and I might have to pay sales tax to you for the products that I sell. That's what it is. Now, here's the hitch, is that when you go to register for vendors to buy merchandise, and if you haven't figured out how to do that yet, have a link that I'll put below, and here's a little reminder of go watch that video. I have a video about how to do that. The vendors are going to actually ask you for that certificate. Okay, so it's some kind of sales tax and use certificate. Again, it's called something different in like every state. So I don't want to say it's just one thing, but essentially I would Google, how do I register my business to pay taxes in Idaho, right? In Illinois, in New Hampshire, wherever you live, okay? And then something should pop up. Like I said, with the Department of Revenue or the Secretary of State. Those seem to be the two departments in state government who handle this kind of work, okay? Once you have that, then you probably need to go to your city or town and get what's called a business license, okay? Once you have that business license, you'll be able to do a bunch of other things. So here's the thing. The business license may cost you money. Usually it's under $100, what I've found. I think I paid $30 for mine, and it was good for maybe 2 or 3 years. I did have to re-up it. But again, we're just saying to the town, hey, we're running a business over here. They're gonna need your address where you're running it out of. So that might be, you know, your home at first, and then it might be a brick and mortar location. But generally it's like where you're operating your business from, okay? So you do that with your town or city hall. Go to their town or city clerk's office. That's where it will be located. And you file that paperwork, bada bing, bada boom. They'll probably give it to you right there, that certificate. And then that's what you can take to a bank and make your very first deposit into a business bank account. Well, you'll have to set up the account first, but basically any bank is going to ask for that business license. So it's really important, you know, as I teach, I like to teach start, grow, scale. And if you're going to scale your business, we have to get you a business bank account before we do anything else, even if you put $10 or $50 in it, okay? You want to make sure that you have that separate and that you're able to start running your finances just through that one account. You don't want to have all these mixed up accounts, okay? So that's how you register your business to get started, okay? I'm going to give an asterisk on here and say there may be some other things that I have missed based on your state. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. I am not a lawyer, but generally these are the 3 things that everyone in the United States of America needs to get their business, their boutique business registered so that they can get started. So welcome to Boutique Land. I hope you stay with me. And if you haven't yet downloaded my free market guide, I want to give you the link to do that here. So it's bit.ly/M market, G guide 2018. So Market Guide 2018. We'll put the link here and put it below, but download that for free and you'll get all my tips on how to go to market, shop at market, where the markets are located. So if you're looking for vendors, once you've gotten all this registration done, we have that information for you ready to go. Also, if you've loved this video and it's helped you, I would love for you to like or comment below. Let me know what you need more help with. And also, please, please subscribe to my channel. You'll get updates, and I always have really great information for you to start, grow, and scale your boutique. So here's to making lots of friends and making lots of money.